Across the Timeways releases next week, so I got my best friend from the past, present, and hopefully the future to sit down with me and draft some new cards in the arena. Alex, how are you doing, man? What's up?
I am so excited to not have to talk to Rarran for Heart. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm excited. This will be interesting. You know, since we are Hearthstone champions now, it'll be fun to explore some new cards that I've never seen before.
Yeah, I was going to ask, did Rarran show you any of these Across the Timeway cards yet, or has he been taking a little bit of a break?
Hasn't showed me any yet. I think we're supposed to film in the next few days here. I'm not sure if he's going to show me new stuff or what. I never know what the game is until we start filming. So you're going to beat him to it if that's the plan.
Very cool. There's a lot of new mechanics in the set here. It focuses on taking mechanics from old, present, and also some mechanics from the future. So there's some things we might not even see. It might not even know yet. So it's very exciting to open this up and try it out in the arena today. So you're familiar with the arena and how it works, right? 3 cards, you pick one of them. You do that 30 times until you get a deck all together.
Makes sense to me. I'm ready.
All right, let's queue it up. I'll spend one of my well-earned tickets here, and then you are going to pick the class. So do you have any preference? We have Warlock, Shaman,
Mage,
or Mage. I do we even have to ask? It's probably Mage, right?
I was gonna say. I was hoping Mage would show up. Yep,
yeah, I'm glad Mage showed up. All right. We got the Navigator AFK skin too.
She's drinking a Slurpee.
She's my Oshi, bro. She's just chilling. And then we gotta pick a
we'll
legendary.
see what Nova and Stim and all the rest of them have to say. I feel like you say that about all of them, but anyway. Okay.
You ain't gotta tell him, bro. You ain't gotta tell him. All right, so we got our first legendary, and Alex, these look like bangers here. We got Shafar, the Galactic Projection Orb, or Mr. Tide, King Tide himself.
Why does it say choose a legendary group?
You know, Alex? I don't even know, bro. It's been so long since I queued Arena. They changed something up with it, and I think like the decks are maybe organized based on like how you pick your legendary. So
interesting. So instead of it being the whole card pool, it might be in different like chunks of like if I pick Galactic Projection Orb, it's gonna be more spells. Let's say.
Yeah, like maybe more spells of different costs. Like you'll be able to see all the tsunamis and all the big spells to cast with the orb.
So Shafar spell burst, if I recall, is if you cast a spell that turn, it like does the thing.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So if you cast a spell, give a minion in your hand +3/+3, and this spell burst. King Tide is 4 mana 4/4 Battlecry. Both players' spells cost 5 until the end of your next turn. So you can either cheat something out really big, or there's just like, or you can make, if they have a lot of cheap stuff, you make it expensive. They can only play one thing. Okay. I will ask a question. I'm pretty sure I've learned this from Rarran. The speed of Hearthstone has gotten quite out of hand. Yes.
Oh yeah, the game's really quick here. But the thing is since it's arena, everybody's playing on sort of like a level playing field. So anybody's deck is only as good as the cards that they can draft for it. So I think
the only reason I'm asking is I'm not sure if we can play the Galactic Projection Orb because it's like, are we actually going to make it to turn 10?
Alex,
like, maybe.
I'm sitting in the chair, buddy. Rarran's not playing. We'll make it to turn 10. We might even make it to turn 12, buddies.
Because like the Projection Orb seems like the funniest one. I don't think it's the best one, but it gives us our top end taken care of. I think I'm between Shafar and the Projection Orb. Fuck it, let's do the Orb. Let's have some fun.
I'm a fan. There we go. Look at that's the included.
There we
cards.
go.
That makes sense here. So we get included with the Orb. We get a Firelands Portal, an Arcane Defenders, and a Sunset Volley. So this is 7, 8, and 9 to put into the Orb. I'm not just like trying to convince you here, but all those cards are actually pretty good, Alex. Those are all
they
pretty
seem pretty
decent.
good. Can I see the other ones now that we know that works?
Yeah, okay, so Shafar gives us...
I remember Drink Server.
Yeah, you remember Drink Server. Ethereal Oracle. This guy is a Spell Burst. Draw 2. So he's pretty cool. And then Doppelgangster says 5 mana 2/2 summon 2 copies of this minion. This guy's like old school. Yeah, he's old school. You might remember him. Let's look at Mr. Tide here. King Tide gives us Tsunami, Watercolor Artist, and you might remember these from our Mage deck that we played. Yeah, and then Deep Freeze. This seems like a new card here. Freeze an enemy, summon 2/3/6 water element.
8 mana for 6/12, and it freezes something. That's for 8 though.
Yeah.
Well, we get Tsunami, which is pretty good. So the Galactic Projection Orb was Firelands Portal. It's 2 removal things, right?
Yeah, Firelands Portal, Sunset Volley, and an Arcane Defenders. All very good cards.
Let's do the Orb. It's more fun.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. All right, so now we got to pick our next card here. You know the deal?
So we definitely want to try to focus on spells if we can, just because we want to just fuel the Orb. But we do need minions as well. Let's see. Bumbling Bellhop, taunt for a 3/3/3. If you're holding a spell that costs 5 or more, summon a copy of this. That's not too difficult in this deck since we already have 4 of them. So, okay.
Sure. Yep.
Miniaturize, Battlecry, you get 2 random temporary frost spells. Temporary is that they go away at the end of the turn?
Correct. Yeah, so if you don't spend them, they vaporize. And then do you understand what miniaturize does? Do you remember that?
Doesn't it add like a 1/1 to your hand with the same effect?
Yep, it adds a 1/1/1 with the same exact ability.
Now, will the temporary frost spells fuel the orb?
They will. Yep, as long as you cast them.
Okay. And then Hourglass Attendant, Divine Shield. The end of your turn, give all minions in your hand +1/+1. I'm liking the Snow Flurry just because it just fuels the orb. It's a decent stats, and the frost spells are usually pretty good.
All right. Yeah, we'll take it then. I would have taken the Bellhop, but that's okay. That's okay. This is all you, baby. Too. All right.
Yeah, he was my second pick, but I'm really trying to fuel the orb just for big YouTube combo. All right. Battlecry, if you're holding a dragon, gain taunt, Divine Shield. I don't think we have a dragon. After you summon an elemental, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. And then after you draw a card, 50% chance to draw another. We don't have any elementals, right? No,
0 elementals at the moment. But it is still early on in the draft. Remember, we got 25 cards to pick here, so.
Here's an interesting question. Is a 4/5 better than a 3/6?
Are you just asking me in general philosophically?
I'm just curious. I'm not saying this is going to lean me one way or the other, but they're both 4. So I'm curious, like, generally what's considered better.
I think a 4/5 is typically better. You think Chillwind Yeti stats. So, kind of matches up pretty well against other 4-drops. Yeah, we don't have a dragon, so like there's really no reason to take the Chronicle Creeper. Like,
well, we don't have an elemental either, but I mean, that's fine. All right, Solar Flare, deal 2 damage to all enemies, cost 1 less for each element. Okay, we're getting some elemental synergy. And then Tar Slime, taunt has +2. Oh, it's like baby Tar Creeper.
Exactly,
I like how we just have like 50 of these cards, apparently. 2 damage to all enemies, cost 1 less for each elemental you control. 5 mana, deal 2 to everything. Seems kind of pricey.
But it could cost less.
It could cost less. We don't have any elementals yet, though. The Tar Slime is like, he's just a guy. I don't feel like he does a ton. He can maybe take out like one thing. Tribute Dance seems like shit. I guess we'll go Solar Flare here.
Solar Flare? Sound like a plan.
Yeah. It's removal at the very least, so.
All right, we got some new cards here. The Algathur Instructor is a brand new card from Escape the Timeways here. Or
5 mana, 4/7, spell damage +2. Okay. I'm just taking Blobitar. I remember we played this in our thing. Blobitar was nuts.
I'm glad because this card is nuts. This card is very, very good. Yeah. Great choice. And it's also an elemental too, which is pretty neat.
Oh, it was? I didn't even realize that. Okay. Arcane Barrage. 3 mana, deal 3 damage to an enemy and 2 damage to 2 other random ones. That seems pretty good. Scorching Winds, deal 3 damage, discard a random fire spell to deal 3 more. And then Origami Crane, cool art.
Do you remember Scorching Winds? You remember how we lost to that card?
Don't remind me. Battlecry, swap health with another minion. So it's like pseudo removal in a way. I kind of just like the Arcane Barrage. It's just like good value.
Yeah. I'm down to play some new cards here.
Rising Waves, I remember this. Another just good board wipe. Frost Lich Cross Stitch, very funny. Deal 3 damage to a character. If it dies, summon a 3/6 water elemental that freezes. And then Wizened Truthseeker. Battlecry, set the cost of every card in both players' hands back to their original cost. That's a really cool card. I kind of want the Cross Stitch because it's both a spell and a minion.
I
feel like we have a Rising Waves. Like we already have like a bunch of removal. So like let's start getting some. Yeah, let's go for the Cross Stitch.
Okay.
And plus it's water elementals, which I love. So let's go for that.
All right. Ooh, wow. These are some good choices here.
Warp Gate. What the hell is this?
Man, are you familiar with StarCraft? You're definitely familiar with StarCraft. You've played, right?
I think Rarran showed them to me once. Yeah,
this was from the
Protoss minion cost 3 less.
Yeah, so Protoss, you would see it to tell what minions a Protoss want. It'll have an additional sort of emblem right below its mana cost. Like, see, this is the Protoss symbol.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I remember Sleet Skater. Sleet Skater was pretty good.
Sleet Skater's very good.
I think you know what's an elemental too. I'm gonna go Sleet Skater.
I think that's a great choice. That's an awesome one.
Yeah. Stellar Balance. Get a Moonfire and a Starfire. Give them spell damage +1. Isn't Moonfire like the 0 cost deal like 1 or 2 or
it's
something?
0 cost deal 1. So when you get it, it'll be a 0 cost deal 2. And Starfire is the Druid spell that is 5 mana deal 5, I think. So it'll be 5 mana deal 6 with the +1.
Dark Moon Magician, Elusive. After you cast a spell, cast a random spell that costs 1 more. That could be very funny with our deck. And then Tar Tyrant. They literally have a tar for every number, apparently.
They do. Which one do you think is your favorite, though?
Blob of Tar, 100%. He's so cool. Okay, so he's an 8 mana, 7/12 on the opponent's turn. He has lifesteal in addition to taunt.
Famously, this was not enough to protect Rarran from our what was it?
Remember? Yeah.
From the fireball to face.
Yep.
Not good enough.
So funny. I feel like all these are pretty good for our deck.
Which one do you think's better though? What are you thinking? We think we need more spells, more dudes.
Yeah, boy.
We already have a lot of spells. I'm kind of concerned with like filling in the low end. So like I'm kind of leaning towards Dark Moon Magician. Like Tar Tyrant in Arena could be nuts because if they don't have removal for it, like it's just kind of a guy. But it's not really winning the game, but it does slow it down to get to the orb. So see, I could have gone about this the opposite way and just picked the worst card out of the three.
See, but we're
make
friends,
you have to work
bro.
we are friends.
I introduced you as like you're my best friend from the past, present, future, and
but
here you
best
are.
Friend would make your life miserable. That's the point. All right, let's get a minion on the low. Let's go for the Magician. I like Stellar Balance too, but I want to get some guys.
I like that pickup. Good one. I like that choice.
Okay, another Barrage potentially. Sweeten Snow Flurry. Miniaturize, get 2. Oh, this is the guy we got before. And then another guy, Lamplighter. Battlecry, if you played an elemental last turn, deal 4 damage. So we're starting to get a decent amount of elementals. You play an elemental last turn, deal 4 damage. So we already have the Sweet and Slow Fury, so theoretically you could go like Snow Flurry into Lamplighter. I honestly think I want another Sweet and Slow Fury.
Well, okay, ice cream truck pulls up to your neighborhood, Alex. What are you getting from the ice cream truck? What?
Oh man, remember the little SpongeBob ice cream?
Oh yeah, with the gumball eyes. Did you hear?
Yeah.
They removed the gumball eyes because kids were choking on them. Yeah, they're like little chocolate chips or something now. I don't know, man. I'm a Choco Taco enthusiast. I'll be getting that when they pull up. So
that's fair.
Do you want to get another?
Just like a classic. Yeah, let's go for the Snow Flurry. I also just like a classic ice cream sandwich, the 2 chocolate like wafers with like the vanilla ice cream in the middle.
Yeah, you cannot go wrong with that one. That is a classic.
This seems like an easy scrappy scavenger. I like that card a lot. It also gives us like a turn 1 play potentially. But let me see what else. Under the Sea. Draw a different spell, summon a random minion of that spell's cost. That can be very funny because we're playing a lot of like high cost stuff.
We do have some expensive cards. Yeah.
Let's just go for the scavenger.
All right.
Whatever.
I'm down. A little scrappy guy.
Oh, all right.
Semi-stable portal. This is a callback to an old school card here. I'm curious if you remember.
It was unstable portal, wasn't it?
This one, they figured it out. The technology has got caught up to them. Now it's somewhat
Rewind?
Stable. Rewind is a new mechanic with Across the Timeways. You can play the card and then get the minion or get whatever effect it comes out of it. And then if you decide you don't like it, you can rewind and it'll re-roll.
That's fun. Yeah, let's go with that.
All right.
We're playing with new cards here. All right, what is Whirling Storm Drake? This cool full art you got here.
Yeah,
he's got that's a lot of text.
Rush, Wind Fury, and then Kindred. He gets immune this turn. He's an elemental dragon. 9/8/8.
So if we play an elemental the turn before, that's Kindred.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. That was our keyword, bro, from Ungoro. We got to reveal that.
Yeah. You should be proud I remembered that. And then Marooned Archmage. Your first spell each turn costs 2 less. 3 mana for a 3/4. I'm slightly concerned we need bombs, but I mean, the orb is our bomb. I think if that just resolves, we probably win. So maybe we just need to fill out the middle here. The Archmage is cool because then it makes Solar Flare a 3 cost instead of 5. Not to mention we have a bunch of elementals to reduce it to. It makes Firelands Portal a 5 too, so we can play that way earlier. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Let's try it.
Got a little card draw here to pick from.
Okay. Smoldering Grove. Draw a card, upgrades each turn, but discards after 3. So is it like draw 2, draw 3, and then it goes?
Yep. And it depends on how long you want to hold it. And then the cards that discard, they're like temporary, but they stay for a little bit longer. Cards. Yeah, they stay for a little bit longer.
Got it. And then Coconut Cannoneer. After an adjacent minion attacks, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Yeah, let's go for the card draw.
Okay.
Vault Breaker. After you discover a card, reduces cost by 1. I don't think we have a bunch of discover things.
No, we have a whole bunch of generation, but not quite discovering.
Yeah. Mirror Dimension. Summon a 0/4 minion with taunt. If you're holding a dragon, summon another. We don't have any dragons. And then Triple Wick Trickster. Battlecry, deal 2 damage to a random enemy 3 times. That's removal and it's an elemental. Let's go with him.
Yep. All right, I'm liking what we're getting so far. This is we're
a
little bit more than halfway through.
Algathar Instructor. Oh, we saw him before. He's just the spell damage +2 guy. Rock Skipper. I remember this guy. Just get a 1-cost rock that deals 3 damage. And then Under the Sea.
You ever been good at skipping rocks?
No, never. They always just go straight in.
Yeah, me neither.
To be fair, where I live, we don't have water. We just have rocks.
Did you know there's like a
rocks on rocks?
Do you know there's like a limit there's like it's like how you can only fold a piece of paper a certain amount of times. There's like only a certain amount of times you can skip a rock. Like I'm gonna look this up.
That's interesting. This one's tough. I don't feel like any of these are like particularly good.
Okay,
I
maybe
guess, like,
there
the
isn't a limit. I'm sorry. Wait, I need to cut you off. Guess how many times the longest skip is?
Oh God, let's enlighten me.
Dude, it's 88 times. How'd they even count that? 88
That's
times.
insane.
Set by Kurt Steiner in 2013. Nobody in the last 12 years has been able to match 88 skips with the Rock. I think this guy could. Rock Skipper looks like he's ready for
Rock
it.
Skipper could do it. Yeah, he could do it. Without like leading me in any direction. Like I'm not really like in love with any of these. These are all kind of like whatever.
Okay. Without leading you in any direction, I think Under the Sea has a lot of value because of how many big spells we had. You pointed that out earlier.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And Rock Skipper, if you really want, is in general a really good card right now. So it's like, its stats are fine, and getting a 1-cost rock is not that bad either.
I guess to be fair, most of our spells are on the high end. There's also the thing that makes our first spell each turn cost 2 less. Which one was that?
That is the
Archmage?
Yeah, Marooned Archmage.
Yeah, so hypothetically, you could go Archmage into Under the Sea on turn 4.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly cheat out some big thing. That could be cute. But I feel like we need some more early game things. Because, like, I don't like the idea of going turn 6 Under the Sea and, like, doing nothing. That seems... Because it's a random minion. Let's go with Rock Skipper.
All right. I'm game.
All right, these are all new. Battle card, destroy the top 3 cards of your deck. Any fire spells or elementals are drawn instead. And then Ingenious Artificer. Battle card, the next Draenei you play refreshes mana crystals equal to its attack. I don't think we have any of those.
We have no Draenei. 0 Draenei.
Okay. And then Scalehide Kodo. Destroy the lowest attack enemy minion. Kindred the highest attack instead. That's a beast. We don't have any of those.
No beast either. Yeah, this is kind of a stinky choice here. You can pick any of them, and I wouldn't be mad at you.
Yeah. I don't really want to burn stuff. I mean, we have a lot of elementals. We only have like 1 or 2 fire spells.
Yeah, we have the Solar Flare, the Firelands Portal, and the Sunset
Smolder
Volley.
and Grove.
And
and Sunset Volley.
Yeah, so actually we have a decent amount of
Wait,
fires.
Sunset Volley was arcane, not fire.
No, it's fire. It's fire.
Oh, no, it is fire. So we actually have 4. And then how many elementals do we have?
1 with Triple Wick Trickster, the Blob of Tar. I think that's it. Just the 2. We don't have as many elementals. Oh, and Sleet Skater.
So we actually have like a decent number of like things total to hit though, but I also don't know if it's worth like burning 3 cards off the top. Go with the Blazing Guy. I don't like the other 2.
Tell you what, I don't like any of those choices, so that one's fine. Yeah. All right, here we go.
I was between that and Kodo.
Yeah, we got some more new cards here.
Battle card, the next Draenei you play gains +2 health and rush. Devious Coyote Stealth costs 1 less for each time the enemy hero took damage this turn. And then Moonstone Mauler, battle card, shuffle 3 asteroids into your deck that deal 2 damage to a random enemy when drawn. The Devious Coyote could be very good, but I don't think it fits in our deck particularly well. I'm not going with the Spaceman, that's for sure.
Okay.
It's between Mauler and Coyote. Shuffling the asteroids into our deck. Do they do the thing where you draw it, it like does the 2 damage, and then you draw another card?
Yep, it replaces itself.
Yeah, let's just go with the Mauler. I like the Coyote, but I feel like our deck isn't like suited for it. Time Machine, taunt, death random, get a random rewind card. Another Ice Cream Truck. And then Marshland Thresher. After you cast a spell, gain Divine Shield. 3 mana, 3/3. I mean, I guess he's a taunt. Could be worse.
Time Machine's new. You don't want to play with a new shiny Time Machine?
We could have been playing a Time Machine in Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's the real Time Machine. Do I want a 3rd Ice Cream Truck? That seems a little bit ridiculous. Nah, fuck it. All in on the Ice Cream Truck. Let's go.
I'm liking it. Oh, look at that. We have the Blazing Accretion pop up again.
Oh, God. Maybe this time it is Under the Sea. That wasn't like 2... But we have a lot more elementals, and we just have a higher chance to hit stuff, but he's not even that good.
Keep in mind, we don't have a 6-mana spell yet. So, I mean,
let's go Under the Sea. Let's go Under the Sea.
It does get something underneath the Galactic Projection Orb. I think that's pretty...
Yeah.
That's not nothing.
Let
me read this. Ancient Pterodax here. He chooses to gain Stealth on Pterodax turn, Elusive, or Wind Fury. So you get to pick one of those abilities.
And then the Rager is 3 mana, 5/1 lifesteal, spell burst, attack a random enemy minion. I think I'm going to go Pterodax. It seems just good value. These are some cards we played in the Rumble. The Storage Scuffle, the Relic of Kings. I remember this.
I wish we got more iconic moments off of Relic of Kings. Actually, a really cool card.
I know. Yeah, I do Relic of Kings. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, I'm liking it. All right. 5 more cards left.
Almost done.
These ones are going to matter. Did we get a legendary yet? Besides Orb? We got Orb, and that's it.
Besides Orb, no.
Unlucky.
No.
Okay.
I don't like the first one. Spontaneous combustion, deal 4 damage to a random enemy. If you played an elemental last turn, choose the target. That's pretty good because we have a lot of elementals, actually.
Yep.
And it's a fire spell for the one guy that we can draw off of him. But Sleet Skater is just really good. And is already an elemental. And I feel like we already have a lot of removal. Yeah, let's go Sleet Skater. This seems good. Okay, another one of the Frost Lich, Petal Picker. Battlecry, if you imbued your hero power twice, draw 2 cards. And then Nostalgic Initiate, miniaturize first time you cast a spell, gain +2/+2.
Okay, we have
first time you cast.
Yeah, we have no imbued cards. So if you pick Petal Picker, you are on purpose sabotaging this draft. So
Petal. No, I'm just joking. Let's just go with another Frost Lich Cross Stitch because that's like a spell and a minion. Okay, so no Warp Gate. We know the Thresher. Astrobiologist. This is something I haven't seen yet. Battlecry at the start of your next turn. Discover a spell. All right. Wow, that's every single turn too, right? Or is it only
no?
Once?
Just once at the start of your next turn.
Yeah, let's just do the Astrobiologist. Why not? It gets us a spell.
Good turn to play. You know, pretty big.
Yeah.
Ooh,
okay.
These are nice.
So watercolor artist, like that just adds like a spell and like reduces.
It
its
draws
cost or
a
something?
frost spell, and then at the start of each of our turns, it reduces it by 1. We played it with Tsunami.
That's what it
in
was.
the Rarran Rumble, and it ended up working really well. But keep in mind, we don't have a Tsunami in this deck here. So
our only frost spell is what? The one that summons a water elemental?
Yeah, the Frostless Cross Stitch, and that is our only target right now.
Okay. Which is like not bad.
It's not nothing.
Maybe we just go for watercolor artist. It gets us value. The stats are good. It's on the lower end of things.
It's also an elemental. I know it's not pictured, but
it is an elemental. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. Oh, look.
Okay.
The sleepy resident. Snoozy guy. You ever been in a what's he in there? He's in a sauna. You ever been in one of those?
That is miserable. Have you been in one?
I've never been in a sauna before.
If you want to know what it's like to not be able to breathe, that's what it's like. It's miserable. I would not. Some people like it. I do not. I went in once and I would never go again.
Yeah, people they talk business in the sauna, don't they? That's like a good place to
some people
get vulnerable or something like that.
Well, there is an imbue thing, the Bitter Bloom Knight. What is imbue again?
Imbue switches your hero power. It changes it to whatever your class would be. For the mage, it would be we get to summon a wisp and deal 1 damage to a random enemy. And then every time you imbue it, a wisp is just a 0 mana 1/1.
And then the Void Ray, Rush, Divine Shield, Battlecry. This costs 0, gain +2/+2. That's not happening. I guess the Resident. It's a taunt. It slows the game down to let us get to our late game. I think it's fine.
And there we go. That's our 30 cards. That's all of them. You got time to stick around.
What do you think
for one
overall?
game? I think it's I think you had some really interesting choices. I like where your head's at for most of them. There's a couple things I would have picked differently, of course, but I've been playing a lot.
What are the biggest ones?
I think the first one was the Bellhop. The Bellhop is like absolutely crazy on turn 3, and since we have so many big spells already, like it was pretty easy to trigger him. But all of your choices, they are pretty sound, right? Like I like that you have a card game head and you're able to like think of these things and like, you know, what are the consequences of me not playing this card or me picking this card if it's not synergistic with everything. So I think
because I am such a good teacher.
Yeah, right. you know. All right, you got time for one game? You want to stick around for one?
Let's do it.
They changed up how you do arena actually. Now it's you have to try to get 5 wins and you only have 3 losses. It used to be 12 wins. You remember that?
Yeah. Why'd they make it only 5?
They changed it. They added the underground arena, which is like a high level difficult version of it. And it adds like a couple extra loopholes, a couple extra like levels of play towards it. I've never done it myself, but it's also the big thing is it's ranked. It's like it actually ranks people on the ladder for arena, which I think is pretty neat.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Give me a few more minutes.
Tell me what you're thinking about keeping. What do you want to throw back here? We see our Archmage on hand here, which is pretty neat.
We don't have any spells to pair with it, but we got a few turns to find some. That's a good 3-drop. I think Pterodax is really good, so that's a good 4-drop. A lot of these, like all these cards seem really good.
Yeah, I mean, that's arena.
It gives us 2, 3, 4, 5.
It does.
Screw it. Like the only thing is like Sleet Skater maybe just because it's a 5, but I mean it gives us turn 2, 3, 4, 5. Screw it. We'll just send.
All right, we'll keep it. All right, and it looks like our opponent's full mulliganing, so they're not happy with their hand.
Oh, and we have coin too. So.
You like my little pet rabbit?
Yeah, it's cute.
I spent way too much on it, dude.
Brain masseuse. That's what I need.
All right. So,
oh god.
Turn 1, we have the option to coin the semi-stable portal, or we can just wait.
What does the brain masseuse do?
The brain masseuse, whenever it takes damage, it also deals that damage to the hero. So it's a little bit of it's kind of a debuff, if you will.
Sure. I mean, the problem is, I think we just pass.
Just pass? I like it. No reason to use the coin right now. If we don't hit off the
No,
portal,
I think it's
not the
better.
greatest.
Exactly. There's also a world where we could go the harmonized thing into semi-stable portal for free. Right?
All right. What are you thinking here now? We can coin out a marooned archmage, or we can play the semi-stable portal and see what we get. And remember, it has rewind, so if we're not happy with the pick, we can try again.
Send it.
All right. It gave us King Plush, so that's a 6 mana 6/6, and it'll have charge if our opponent has 15 or less health. We can either rewind that, or we can keep that card.
What do you think?
I think it's too expensive for now. I think we should look for
expensive.
something else.
Yeah. Okay. I want to make sure my head.
So let's reshape the timeline. Let's see what we pick up with the second.
Wow, look at this animation. Oh god, the rope. The rope.
That's all right. We're stuck with it, and we got Beast Speaker Taka here.
Cool. All right,
so
I guess we're passing.
pass. Yep.
This Taka, dude. Battlecry discover legendary beast from any class, gain its stats, death rattle summon it. Okay.
Not too bad,
That's
actually.
not bad. That seems better, for sure.
That's a new card, Disciple of the Dove. Draw a minion, give minions in your health +2 health. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we have a lot of options now. We can either play our 3-drop, or we can coin out the 4-drop we just got. Where's your head at?
Well, the 4-drop just dies initially to the 2/3.
It'll gain the stats of whatever beast we pick.
Oh, it gains the stats. That's true. Right. So it could be. Yeah, fuck it. Bring that out.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Celebrate.
Please be big.
We want it to be huge. Oh, we did get to. Oh, we got some big boys here. Okay, well, these are all good. This one stays dormant, so we probably do. I highly advise picking against Gorm the World Eater. But these other two are great choices.
Copies of cards from the opponent's deck. They cost 3 less. Rush, friendly beast deal double damage.
Yeah, keep in mind it summons it, so we don't get the battle cry of whatever gets hit on the board.
Okay, then I guess Goldrin, whatever.
Goldrin, and then look that. Turn 3, 11. Huge.
And look how far Hearthstone has come.
Yeah, I like how you can tell what cards they hover over, so you know he's hovering over, and he's like, "What the fuck just hit me, bro? What is that?"
Who needs fair gameplay, right?
No, we got blobbed.
We got blobbed. Well, we did have to be, mindful of that happening.
All right, so there's that Smoldering Grove. After 3 turns, it'll discard itself, but we have time to if we want to hold on to it. What are you thinking for turn 4? We can play the Pterodax?
Yeah, the problem is we're losing our guy.
We are,
right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that sucks. Pterodax can't have taunt either.
What if?
We could always. It'll summon the thing, right? When we die.
Yes, it will.
Is there a way that we can kill the baby blob? Do we not have the?
No way to, because it'll summon. Remember the taunt and the poisonous one, so we can go crash, kill the taunt one, but he'll still have the poisonous one.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Well, I mean, I guess we can just develop another guy then, right?
Yeah. Which guy do you want to develop?
Maybe it's just Pterodax.
I could get down with that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then which ability do you want to put underneath it?
So it has
Elusive, Wind Fury, or Stealth?
Wind Fury could take out both things.
That's if it survives.
Potentially. If it survives, yeah. Maybe just do Stealth.
Okay.
Let's just make sure it lives.
And then we don't want to trade with this guy, right?
I mean, I don't think so. I guess make them
I don't
trade.
think so either. Yeah, I would force him to. This Blobatar is kicking our ass.
Yeah, it is kicking our ass. Next turn, we could freeze the poison with Sleet Skater.
That's true.
Yeah, so now we get our 9/9. We could Sleet Skater freeze the poison, so then he can't attack back.
Mm-hmm.
We could also just put the 4/4 into the 1/2 and keep the 9/9.
Dude, funny, interesting interaction here. Since this thing, whenever it takes damage, it also deals that amount to the hero. If this attacks, it'll deal 18 because it deals double damage.
Oh,
so
it's
it'll
double!
Deal 18.
That's crazy.
We have to see if he has.
He might have a hard time. He might have a hard time dealing with it. Yeah, because we can. Yeah. So next turn, if let's say the board stays like this, 9/9 into 1/2, 4/4 into the poisonous 1/2.
Annihilation.
That's not gonna.
Yep, that doesn't do it. Oh, he's trading for us.
Oh,
look at that.
Wow.
Wait, I think we win. I think we win.
We just win, right?
We just win. Yeah, we just traded that this goes face for 18. Alex, look at that.
All right. Good game.
Good game, I guess. Yeah, let's go.
Turn 5 win.
Huge. He's double reading the card. He's like, I can't believe what did I just lose to? Good job, dude. Good job. Nice.
All right. I don't think I intended for that to happen, but if our
Yeah.
opponent's going to just
Hey,
give it to us.
I didn't
sure.
either, but a win is a win, baby. A win is a win. All right, I just wanted to keep you in for the first game of it. I think I can take the wheel from here.
I'm glad
buddy.
I stayed for that one. That
Yeah,
was
me
great.
too. Thanks for building the
All
deck,
right.
bro. I'll let you know how it winds up, okay?
All right, 5-0. 5-0.
5-0, baby. All right, let's take this deck that Alex put together for us, and let's see how far we can take it in Arena. This has been like my first Arena run, actually, in years. I play nothing but Standard in this game, so hopping into the Arena and seeing what's up in there is very interesting. He asked me, why did they change it? Dude, I got no idea. I think it was to please all the 10 Arena players that play this game mode competitively. All right, so now it's just going to be me, myself, and I making the decisions. I'm going to full mulligan in this hand. We're going to look for some lower cost things to play early. Hope we find something. My opponent has the spore thing. I think that's like 7 replicating spores. I forget what those are. Is it going to tell me? Summon a random 5-cost minion. Your future replicating spores, summon it as well. Okay, well, this could go very bad very quickly.
Ready to plunder. Weapons cruiser operational.
Very good. My opponent's doing nothing. I'm just going to play this Archmage on 3 and hope it lives a turn. Maybe get some free value out of it. Can maybe draw a card now if I want to. Nah, we'll hold on to it. If they button, it's just good food for my Frostless Cross Stitch. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to have to play this Smoldering Grove this turn if I want to draw any cards off of it. But seeing this Under the Sea is pretty nice. Most of my deck is just hide mana minions now. I was thinking about freezing this thing here with Sleet Skater this turn. Maybe let's get the draws and do that then. Let's do that.
The Timeways are ours.
Okay, pretty good. And in the next turn here, we'll do the Under the Sea this time. It's a beautiful hit, and then we'll freeze this again. Looking at 13, 16, 17 on the next turn here. If he doesn't clear any of this, it's actually lethal. And he has to armor up, too, to beat it. That's not going to cut it. Alright, let's do some math here, see if I can find a lethal. This is going to be 10, 13 with 3 mana, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Not enough mana for all that. I kind of like the triple Twixter here. The Solar Flare doesn't seem too bad, too. Maybe I can give myself an extra thing here. Oh, it's lethal now. Okay, well, shout out to this card here, because that was pretty crazy. All right, now we're 2-0 with the deck. Alex would be so pleased. Good job, Alex. There you go. Turn 7 lethal, just like the book said so.
Let's begin the celebration.
All right, same kind of deal. We're just going to full mulligan the hand, look for some small cards that we can play nice and early. I do like the semi-stable portal. I've been liking the results we've been getting from it. And Arcane Barrage is really good for cleaning up early boards. So I think we're looking pretty nice against Demon Hunter.
Our crew could always use another hand.
Crewmates, huh? I'd love to find a way to out this thing real early. See what we can get from the portal. I'm gonna rewind that thing. I'm not a big fan of that card. Farseer? Whoa. I don't know if I have any, well, I do have some spells. So maybe we can get some free nature spells off of it, right?
Welcome to the crew.
No matter when we are, nature holds true.
Interesting. Jade Lightning. Turn the Tide is a very, very good card. I think Turn the Tide is what we will pick. Alright. Doesn't have an immediate out for this guy, so maybe he lives the turn and we can hit him with the Turn the Tides the next turn. Or the Arcane Barrage. I don't know if you realize that thing's elusive. No way we punch it here. That is berserk. Actually, the craziest thing I've seen all day. And this Arcane Barrage is going to go absolutely crazy here. Nice. We get to play this too.
What happened to no one left behind?
Second Turn the Tide seems pretty nice.
Gaze into history.
Man, Umpire's Grasp. You guys remember when this card was too good for the game? Nerf Demon Hunter. Insanely strong draw here off the top of the Under the Sea. I think I'm just going to play it. Because everything is a 4 or above. Unfortunate low roll there, but a 5-3 is okay.
Artillery reporting in.
Okay, so this is like the one big turn that I'm going to have to beat, probably, because that's all the crewmates. At the moment, I'm not well equipped to deal with it, but we'll find a way. Ooh, Blobitar actually is pretty good. I'm cleaning this up here a little bit, or at least posing some sort of a threat. I'd love to get a ping in, so let's go. The moment I'm looking to get until turn 9 to Sunset Volley. If I find the Galactic Projection Orb at any moment, it's going to be a pretty nice one. We have, what under it? Currently, the Smoldering Grove, Arcane Barrage, Under the Sea. So it's drawing cards. It's dealing damage. It's what I like to see. Okay, doing pretty good at cleaning this up. I want to ping again because I want to take out the 4-1. So I can go ping Sleet Skater, doesn't seem good. Ping Frostless Cross Stitch seems alright. Removes 2 bodies from the board, it gives me 1. Gotta make sure to not overload myself next turn here so I can play the Sunset Volley on 9. I think that's gonna be my best way to clean up whatever board he puts out this turn. I mean, hopefully he doesn't play anything too scary. He's attacking my 3/6 and freezing himself. Man, let me tell you, the bravest players are the one on the arena today. So that's frozen until next turn, like actual next turn, so I can wait for a minute. Alright, it looks like a pretty good Sleet Skater to me. So play that there. I think I can play the Snow Flurry here. I don't think I have to freeze the other card. I think I can keep this. So let's play the Snow Flurry. Alright, excellent. Alright, so this turn we're just going to survive. Next one we'll play the Sunset Volley. Hopefully it gives us a really good 10 drop. I'm not quite sure what in this format, the Brawl, since it's a limited card pool, it could actually give us. Things like Briar Spawn Drake probably come to mind. Alternative win condition, if we can make it to turn 10, I can beam this in the face and then throw both of these, and that's 6 direct. As long as it gets through here. If he doesn't kill my 3/2, it's also lethal there, because I can just trade both of the 6s in there. Okay. poisonous is a little irritating. Oh, Galactic Projection Orb makes it really easy to just throw this out there, even if it is a poisonous on the board. Ooh, Briar Spawn. Little bit of a lethal chance. Huge. GG. That's another one. If we didn't win, we just toss out the orb the next turn, and I think we most certainly win there. Alright, Death Knight typically has pretty good cards, so this one might be difficult. We'll exchange both of these, and we'll keep the semi-stable portal. Hopefully we get something nice off of it again. Great watercolor artist on 3, too. What is the target for this? Frostless Cross-Stitch. Okay. Might play the Smoldering Grove on 2, because I won't get the chance to on 3. Forego putting a minion on the board earlier. Okay. So my thought is we're going to lose the Smoldering Grove if I don't play it now. So I'm going to play it now and take the 2 cards. Next turn we'll play Watercolor Artist, and then turn 4 we'll play probably the Triple Trickster here, unless he trades. Friend of surprise, we're playing Arena. Some Banelings, huh? Man, how do you guys feel about the StarCraft set looking back on it? I was a huge fan of it. I really, really liked them. I don't know if a lot of people were fond of the set now looking, you know, back on it. It ended up being a really, really powerful mini set. Great exchanges. I wanted to just get rid of the Leech. That was the bare minimum. I have a lot of fond memories with StarCraft, so being able to revisit those again just was kind of a fun moment for me. I get where it's not everybody's cup of tea, though. I think we, Portal here, and then we hit him with the Frost Switch, probably. Let's see what we get. Save enough time for the rewind animation. That card's not terrible. I'm gonna just keep that. A 7/7 that keeps regenerating itself doesn't seem so bad to me. Got some big spells coming up next few turns here. Relic of the Kings. And then we got Arcane Defenders. Getting both of those into the orb feels incredible. Let's see what we can get off of this. Maybe something like a Story of Alarna or whatever. Ooh, huge asteroid. Where's it hit? Beautiful. So, oh my god, 7, 8, and 9. So the thing is, we could also Solar Flare here, which could be a big Solar Flare. Trade Solar Flare ping. 7 to face. Yep. Alright, we don't have the Relic of the Kings under, but these next 2 turns are wicked crazy. 2, 5, 6 coming out on turn 8, and then a 10 cost minion coming out on turn 9. Anytime we draw the orb, we just windmill it. The 7, 5 sticks around, though. It fucks things up, right? We're going to go to a whole board of these beetles. He has to have an additional way to out them. Otherwise, they just come back. Okay. Only other consideration is I could play the Relic of the Kings and whatever it gives me. You know what? I kind of like that. I think that's a little bit more gamble. And you know what? I think Alex would like if it was a little bit more gamble. Let's play it. Ooh, Nebula's a crazy pickup. Tsunami is also insane. This fills up the 9 slot, but this fills up the 8 slot really nicely. So I think we pick up the Tsunami and just windmill that. Alright, so now if he outs this, it's going to get 4 of the Scarabs instead, and it'll come back together as a 4/4. If I would have picked Nebula, it would have been 2. If I would have picked Wheel of Death, I probably would not be winning this game. I'm keeping it wide open for our next play to just be Sunset Volley. I think that's going to be our best use of our mana. Okay, just a Cenarius here. How close am I to death if I don't trade here? 369. I think I should trade here. I think I legally should trade here. That lethal? Yep, that's lethal. That's another one. Alex, are you proud of me, buddy? One more game, and that's a clean 5-0. This did not look like a 5-0 deck. Final boss is the priest. Let's see if we can beat him.
Give me a few more minutes.
Keep both of the 2-drops. I think they're really good here. We can go coin and 2 into 2.
A mistake.
All right, looks like our opponent was gone for turn 1. Maybe they're actually picking up the mouse here. Are they just going to keep roping us? That's all right. You know, I got all day. I got all day. I like Pocket Dimension, but I also like Under the Sea, because Under the Sea actually does something. Pocket Dimension could be wacky, you know? We could really just get anything off of this card. I'm going to take Under the Sea, though. It seems like the better choice. Oh, look, and this is the play Alex foresaw. 3 on Maroon Adventure. If we go into turn 4, we can play the Under the Sea on turn 4. He was cooking. I think this lives.
What happened to no one left behind?
You bluffed it.
Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, we're definitely keeping that. Just had to double check the deck had all the little missing requirements there. Now, that's definitely one of the best cards we can pull. I'm feeling a real 5-0 now. At least the Navigator, huh? 1 mana. I don't know if it beats my Under the Sea play next turn, though. Okay, well, now it's going to beat that because he was able to remove my monster. Not my minion. All right, next turn, crazy. Here we go. Ready? I'm about to go crazy on him.
I remember this place well.
We're going to pick up a 5-mana location just to play it on curve. We'll give our minions attack 2, and then we'll discover a spell. And I'm okay with that. And then we'll play Watercolor Artist. All right, so if this board sticks around, it gets a lot scarier with the location. All right, this costs 4 less, so I think we're going to pick up the Alter Time because it's going to be free. Maybe we get some really cool, sick arcane spells off of it. If I can get an Echo of Medivh off, that might be crazy. We're going to pick up an Echo, and we'll pick up the Greater Arcane Missiles, I think, as well.
Blaze a trail.
All right, I mean, now hopefully this 3-1 lives. If it does, I can Echo of Medivh it and then do this again, which would be absolutely insane. I feel like we're pretty far ahead here. On turn 6, I mean, probably just a combination of small spells, maybe like the Arcane Missiles and the Rock.
Welcome to the hallowed mountain.
Okay, so not quite lethal. What are we doing this turn here? I feel like I'm spending it on this and the Rock here. 9 plus a lot into this 6 the next turn. Does that set up lethal? I'm just gonna go for it. I feel like it sort of does.
Blaze a trail.
Yep, that is lethal. Now I just gotta shoot the Firelands portal. GG, 5-0 arena run. Thank you, Alex. You crafted a good enough deck to do that. Doesn't even matter if he launches his starship this turn. He has to specifically have like something like Exodar. He can heal his face if he wants to, but he has to remove minions from the board.
It is finished.
Didn't even get there. Alex, good job. We did it. 5-0, buddy. Proud of you. I don't actually know what the rewards are for the arena anymore. Let's see what we get. 5 whole wins. Gold tier run complete. Some would say that was of platinum or diamond quality or better. A couple packs and a tavern ticket. That's it. All right, cool. Well done, Simo. Thanks for the arena draft.